Ghanaians have used fake identity as immigration service and police, going to residents of where Nigerian people are living and taking money from them. So as a Nigerian living in Ghana, if immigration service coming to your house or a police coming to your house trying to take money from you, don't give money to anybody, because most of those people are going residents where Nigerian people are living, claim to be a police, claim to be this immigration service. They are not immigration service. By the past 2 weeks, I have not been posting, and I can see that the Ghanaians are happy. Now, Charlie, I'm back, and the pressing neck can start again. Where do you start from? First of all, I can see that I'm seeing that they abandoned Ghanaians. They don't want them to go to the World Cup. The people who are trying to run away from Ghana to America, using the World Cup to apply for visa. The American embassy in Ghana are rejecting Ghana.
Guys, this is serious. This is so serious. So Ghanaian boys will dress like FBI, goes to where Nigerians are and arrest them. If they don't give them money, they will carry them away. Where are you guys carrying them away? And why are you guys arresting them? Is this not another form of kidnapping? Huh? Is this not another? Why are you guys treating Nigerians like this in your country? Nah, Charlie. What is this? What? This is another form of kidnapping. And you people be on the internet saying they kidnap people in Nigerians when you guys are doing it in a broad daylight. Ah, no, this is wrong now, Ghanaians. This is wrong. We don't like seeing things like this. Maybe this is more reason why Donald Trump denied out of 150 applicants, he gave only 3 people to come give them access to come to America. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is so wrong. This is wrong. I don't like things like this. Huh? I don't like things like this. You people are taking this hatred too far and to another level. It's so bad. Please, we don't want things like this. And I don't even want to say, oh, Nigerians should start their own. No. We are not promoting violence. But Ghanaians, how do you want us to talk to you? People should stop this nonsense, okay? Stop it. Anyway, guys, if you're new on my channel, you haven't subscribed. People keep marching on Nigerians just because Nigerians are too good. They just keep doing anyhow. They insult Nigerians, accuse Nigerians of all things, treat their people badly just because Nigerians are good people. But I tell you the truth there, good people, to be a good person, it doesn't pay. Because if you guys were retaliating, all these things would have stopped. It would have stopped. You people have given Nigerians bad image. You call Nigerians kidnappers, you call Nigerian women prostitutes in your country. You don't talk about your own. You don't talk about what you guys are doing in your country. When I see things like this, I just hate it. I just hate how you guys are treating Nigerians in your country. I hate it. Guys, please.
In the name of immigration service and police, going around taking money from Nigerians. And also, before you follow any immigration officer or any police officer to where they are taking you to make sure that you know where they are going, because most of those people, they'll be going around taking people to some place that there's no police station. So as a Nigerian living in Ghana, make sure that any immigration service or any police, I think there's a police officer or it's an immigration officer, come to you, make sure that you know where we are going, because these people cannot be trusted. It's not the first time I'm getting this information that the Ghanaians are now using fake identity, going around arresting Nigerians, taking money from them in the name of because of their Nigerians in Ghana. Because not only Nigerians that they are doing this to, but mostly it is Nigerians. If it's impossible, any immigration officer who come to you, any police, if you can have evidence of him, I think it's better, because these people, a lot of them have been going to places, taking money from them, and their target is the foreigner. The only place that they are going is the place where they know the Nigerian people are living. Imagine the immigration officer will be going to the residents where Nigerians are living every week, taking money from them. When you are talking about this, you see Ghanaians who come out saying that, where is your proof? It's a lie. Ghanaians cannot do like that. Ghanaians are doing. I don't want to even talk about those ones they are catching that people are seeing. I don't want to talk about that. One problem I have with Ghanaians is this: when Ghanaians are doing wrong, they are doing something that you think that is not good, and then themselves they know that it's not good. When you come out to talk about it, instead of them to look away how to fix what you are talking about, they will come out and try to be protecting the people you are talking against. That is the reason why I see Ghanaians should be the most sensible people in Africa, because at the end of the day, they choose to protect the people who are doing bad things. They will come out and tell you that it's not your problem, mind your own business. I don't know the kind of sense that Ghanaians have, and I don't know how. When they were colonized African country, I don't know the country, particular country they colonized Ghana. Ghanaians don't look like a country that was colonized. It's like a country who still lack of common sense. It's only only Ghana, the Ghanaian citizen will scam. The Ghanaians will go out and do protection against that. They should release that person. It's only Ghana. Someone will commit crime and murder someone and beat someone to death and shoot someone to death. The Ghanaians still come out trying to tell those people that they should keep quiet. So if you're a Nigerian living in Ghana, before a police will arrest you, immigration service, they will arrest you to take you to somewhere. Let your people know where you are going. Because at the end of the day, those people who have been going houses to houses, arresting Nigerians, claim to be a police officer or immigration service. 80% of them, they are not real immigration service, they are not real police. They are just going there to take money from Nigerians. The worst part of it, if they come today, 3 days time, they will still go back there. They are just using those people, those Nigerians who don't know where they are living, be making money. If it is two people, whether it is immigration service or whether it is police, they come to arrest them to arrest for reason known to them. Make sure at least you have some evidence of them. Because if the person that arrested didn't come back, that is your evidence for you to take to the police station. But most of them, if they take them to where they are taking them and they don't see money to give them, they'll keep them there. They will not allow them to go. Because Ghana become a dangerous country whereby the citizens will be going out using the uniform of police, other military, or other anything that they find and be going out taking money from people. Such country, as a foreigner living in that country, should be careful because at the end of the day, you can never know who is a real police and who is a fake police. Ghanaians, because they don't want Ghanaians to go to the World Cup. Not because of they hate Ghanaians. There is one reason why I know that the reason why is because Ghanaians become more criminal. Go to Ghana, all Africa, the people who are doing more scam in Africa, they are Ghanaians. Now, not even the Ghanaian citizens. Now, the politician in Ghana, almost all the people in Ghana claim that they are rich people who don't know where their richness come from. They are scammers. It reach a point whereby Ghana politicians have steal all the money in Ghana. There's no money for them to steal. They have to turn to scammers. Now, last 2 days, we will see that they have catch one Ghana politician who's a scammer. That is the reason why American people don't want Ghanaians to come to their country, because they understand that in Ghana, all the Ghanaians, everybody claims to be the artists. They are singing music and you don't know the kind of music they are singing. No. Meanwhile, these people in Ghana, let the Ghanaians believe that they are working so hard to make money. Don't know that they are all scammers. Tomorrow now you see them coming out telling other people that they are scammers. I've never seen one country in Africa that FBI have been going. Meanwhile, you see them tomorrow calling other people that they are scammers. I've never seen one country in Africa that FBI has been going every day arresting people. It's only Ghanaian citizens. It's only Ghanaians that they can arrest 3 people in 6 months. That is how criminals Ghanaians can be. Meanwhile, if these people get up, they'll be telling other people, oh, it be there when they be scammer in the country. But you don't see that be a problem for you to fix yourself. Any criminal activity in Ghana, you people are using it to be blaming Nigerians. Meanwhile, it is only Ghanaians, the whole Africa, that they will go to Ghana and arrest Ghanaians who are doing fraud. Meanwhile, you don't see that to be a problem to you. And you are seeing other countries what they are doing. If not, the Ghanaians don't have shame. If people have not even right to come out, call someone that they are criminal, they are scammers. Because what you Ghanaians, your citizens, your politicians are doing, you the Ghanaians who don't have sense. And when one Ghanaian should come and tell me which country in Africa that FBI have able to arrest 3 or 4 people in the period of 6 months in Africa, no country except Ghana. Why people will get up and be calling other people criminals when your citizens are going around doing criminal activities? I already said this. When you go to Ghana, all the criminal activities that they are putting on Nigerians, saying that it is Nigerians who are doing scam, it is Nigerians who are doing like this, it is Ghanaians who are doing this criminal activity. But Ghanaians have a way whereby they will come out and paint Nigerian black. Let the people believe that it is Nigerians in Ghana who are doing this criminal activity. Because of man not be God, that is the reason why India has been exposing Ghanaians who are doing this criminal activity. Very soon Ghana will be the #1, the most scammer country in Africa. A lot of these Ghana also called musicians who are in Ghana making noise that they are singing. They are all into scam. It's just a matter of time. They'll see all of you.